Arthur Marshall Davis, a remarkably good man.
Jack, what can I say? You went too early. We were still supposed to play, but now you're good where you are, and you live on always. Look at all these people. We're all carrying you. Love you.
Was performing at a street fair with my street act in Tempe, Arizona, right next to Phoenix, and got the pleasure of meeting Jack's mother, who we always called Mommy. That was a wonderful experience. Went to a festival in Key West, Florida. Jack showed up with a friend, and they were sleeping in a sleeping bags in a tent on the beach. Many, many different things.
For me in the studio, exactly the way I needed them to store paper and supplies. And when he was building them, it was really wonderful because he was testing how strong they were going to be. And of course, he knows the people of San Francisco very well. And he said, well, you know, I have to test them to make sure they're strong enough because eventually somebody will have sex on them.
May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May you get 1 foot in heaven before the devil knows you're gone. Let me see you, Jack. Everybody that knew and loved Jack is we were more than we were by having
him. He had a zen intelligence. He'd always be at the heart of matters, whatever it was, and just very, very stable influence, stabilizing influence in the Greek. I never heard him say a bad word about anybody. Just good man, good man.
And finally he had come up
other people, even if they don't know.
Was born old. From the time I first knew him when we were students together in the drama department of San Francisco State in 1961, Jack was a sage. He always had an air of authority, of leadership. He read constantly, he was always reading several books at once, and he had a huge amount of knowledge about everything.
Stage truck that
but we do want to be here. Those of us associated with the San Francisco Arts Commission just want to underscore how incredibly important, how incredibly appreciated Jack Davis is, was, and has been, and will always be by the San Francisco Arts Commission, those who work with it. And to that end, we'd like to make a little announcement that hopefully reflects the specialness of this occasion and the essential quality of Jack, which was such a big personality and magnanimous person. So Judy Nem's up.
Well, I'll do it. So thank you. Welcome. Community arts and culture is alive and well thanks to Jack's efforts. Jack and I have worked together since 1971. And during that time, we have developed services to the community with our hearts and hands. We at SomArts wish to rename SomArts Theater to the Jack Davis Theater. And we wish to invite you all to attend the dedication sometime after the renovation is done. I feel this will be an important way of honoring Jack's efforts in the community. Thank you.
Yeah.